Hi, my name is Toke. I'm a third year medical student, and here are five things I wish I knew before starting medical school. So I wrote them down so that I won't forget any points. And the first thing I wish I knew before I started medical school is the end justifies the means. What do I mean by this? When you're in medical school, there's a lot of pressure to do things a certain way, like to study for a certain number of hours or to read in a particular way, to go to the library and just sit, read, like there's a certain pressure to do things a certain way because that's how everybody does it and it seems to work for them. But I'm here to tell you that the end justifies the means. At the end of the day, if your results are good, if you become a good doctor, if you actually know what you're doing, like if your results are actually good, no one is going to care about how you studied. So don't feel pressured to do what everybody else is doing. Do something that works for you. Find study methods that work for you. You may be somebody who cannot read in a very quiet place. So don't go to the library. Like just find something that actually suits you. Because at the end of the day, what matters is your results. Like nobody is going to think about how you studied. I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to say. So the end justifies the means. Do what you need to do to get a good result. Do the things that work for you. If studying in a quiet place doesn't work, don't bother doing it. If studying with people doesn't work, don't bother doing it. Just find something that works for you and don't feel pressured to follow the trend or just doing what everybody is doing. So the second thing I wish I knew is to just take things as they come. Because in medical school, you're going to write a lot of exams. Like you're going to be writing in-courses, in-courses, in-courses. You're always going to have an in-course to write. So instead of putting unnecessary pressure on yourself, just take each one as it comes. Like, okay, this is what I have in front of me. Let me deal with this first. That's the best way to survive. Like, don't put too much pressure on yourself. Take things as they come. Do your best for each one, for each one, for each one. And it's going to accumulate, don't worry. But just take things as they come, basically. If not, you're going to put too much stress on yourself. Take it from me. Another thing I wish I knew is I wish I knew to develop thick skin. You need to develop thick skin. During medical school is things aren't always going to go your way. Like you can do your best. You can study really hard for an exam. You can plan and plan and plan and plan. And then at the end of the day, things are not going to work out the way you want them to. It's fine. It happens. But it's good for you to develop thick skin so that you don't get affected by everything that happens because things are going to happen. Like there'll be situations that will not go your way. It's normal. It happens to everybody. Like you've read so much, you've read and read and read, and then the lecturer goes to go and set one part that you just didn't read or it happens. You've prepared for a practical, prepared for anatomy, steeple chest, and then they bring things you've never even seen. Like it happens. So just develop thick skin. Things won't always go your way. And it's fine. The best thing is to pick yourself up and start preparing for the next thing because there's no time to even waste dwelling on things for too long. So develop thick skin now so that you don't become a person that becomes like so severely affected and depressed for like days or weeks after something unexpected happens because you don't have that time to get. So I wish I knew to develop thick skin. I feel like I've developed thicker skin than I had before now. Still not as thick as it should be anyway, but we're working on it. Another thing I wish I knew is to develop things like habits, hobbies outside of school, like apart from school. And it may still be something like, oh, getting involved in like school associations, getting involved in school politics, joining clubs, and getting new hobbies, like joining a sport. Just do something else that is not related to like your books and your books because you need that respite, that relief. You're going to need it. So you need to have something apart from school. And it's also good for you to be a well-rounded individual because you're going to spend so much time in school. And if at the end of 6 years in Nigeria or 6 years, you don't have any like skills, like I don't mean skills like coding or that's not what I mean. I mean like people skills, like you don't know how to relate to people, you don't know how to like speak in public, you don't know how to take on leadership roles. I feel like it's going to affect you in the future. So you should do your best to become well-rounded, a well-rounded person. And how do you become well-rounded? By participating in things outside of school. Because school didn't take up like 90% of your time. You're going to need to rest for like 8% out of the remaining 10. So the remaining 2%, just try to find something outside of school. Something that gives you joy, something that helps you build skills, something that helps you relate to people. Which brings me to my next point is friends. You're going to need to make friends. The making friends advice, the very, very generic advice, like I heard it before I started medical school, before I started uni. Like I heard it, oh, you need to make friends, you need to make friends. But because it's so like generic, I feel like we don't understand how important it is. Friends, especially in medical school, can literally make or mar you. Like they can literally determine the kind of students you'll be. Like, oh, am I going to be an average student? Am I going to be a top student? Friends, they are very, very important. And you need good friends right from your pre-med years. Like, oh, when you're in 100 level, you need to find good friends in 100 level. Obviously, you're still going to make new friends when you like finally move to your medical college. Like, you're going to make friends, like new friends from your classmates that you're not friends with when you were in your 100 level. But even in 100 level, you need those good friends. So make friends. You need friends that you can work with on assignments, for practicals. You need friends to read with. Friends who would have information, because sometimes information, just having information, can be the difference between passing and failing an in course. So make good friends. It is extremely important. Don't be a loner. Like you need to have at least a circle of friends. And your circle of friends, they don't have to be like the smartest people in the class or anything. But your circle of friends should be people who are smart, like common sense smart, and people who actually want to be good students. They actually want to write their exams well, they want to pass. Like those are the kind of friends you should have. So that like even if you're tired or something, you can motivate each other. So friends are very important. And it's also important to make friends in senior classes. Also very important. You need to have friends in the senior classes, people that can motivate you because they've been there, people that can give you advice, people that can tell you about certain lecturers, people that can give you information that you may not have had before. So they are very, very important. So don't stay in your bubble, and don't stay in a bubble of, oh, I want to talk to people in my class. Make friends with your seniors, make friends with your juniors. It is very, very, very important in medical school. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you got this far in the video, please leave a wise heart in the comment section. I hope you enjoyed this video and I hope it helped. Please don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel. Please, I'm trying to reach 500 subscribers. Like, I've been doing this for a year. Please help me. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.